Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Decil Final Fantasy Omnia. And in this one I am going to be taking on Kane's Intersecting Wills, LUFENIA Plus, and for this one I'm going to be going with a little bit of a bum rush team actually, because compared to the past few LUFENIAs that we've had, the past few Luffy Pluses, this one is actually incredibly easy by comparison. So I'm going all in with pretty much a mean DPS team of twins Jecht, and I'm bringing out Decil for this one, right? Purely because I've got a selfie friend over here, so I should be able to do some shenanigans. So we're going all in on HP and bravery damage increases. I've got Kurasame for HP damage. I've got Decil with his LD, which also it applies a 20% HP damage increase, by the way, on a frame debuff, which is pretty nice. Kais is there for the bravery refunds. Jack is there because the bosses do have some pretty chunky defense. Like, I would have brought Auron because Jecht and Auron have some amazing synergy together, but what's his face? Auron doesn't really do much for twins because they're magic damage instead, or physical damage. So I brought Jack instead. And Selfie is there to swap out for Decil for obvious reasons. We should be able to make it like more or less right to the end of the quest without even really doing much with the orb, and then we can basically get Selfie to swap out, and then Decil will hopefully come back in time for the orb to like increase. If we can just spam LDs, then yeah, hopefully we can clutch it out towards the end. I mean, if you want a much easier time with it, you can just go with someone like, I don't know, freaking Setzer or like Aranea or Tidus or something like that. But I'm curious at how low we can get this turn count, so I'm just going to absolutely nuke the shit out of it. So without further ado, let's dive into it. And I guess this is why I can kind of forgive the devs for pulling a load of obnoxious bullshit on us at times, because if they don't do that, then we also do a lot of bullshit, and I am sorry, but I am going to skip the dialogue because I have seen it before. If you want to see it, then you can either go watch someone else's video or you can slow this one down. Okay, so we should be able to do it like without letting the bosses take any kind of turns here. Pretty much the first thing I'm going to be doing is going straight in with the Burst Plus here. And we're doing absolutely dick all for damage, which you hate to see it. We really need to get set up here, unfortunately. Let's apply Kais debuff. And I'm gonna Beast Rush just to get the break in. Let's get all the HP increases, all of the damage. So can we scam turn rate with Decil? If we do this, we can actually do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Valiant Blow here. Okay. So let's get our Jack applied. Taking the launch here because the burst finisher with twins is not going to launch, and then on Decil's next turn we're going to swap him back out for Selfie anyway, so it just makes the most sense, right? Slowly sort of getting set up in terms of debuffs, little by little. I mean, these guys don't cleanse, right? In fact, they have they will actually, not only will they not cleanse, but they also delay their own turns, which just makes it even easier. So that's incredibly considerate. I'm a big fan of that. So let's set up with Selfie. And it begins. Unfortunately, we do not have the full launch here, which is kind of a shame. But hey, what can you do, right? Yeah, cannot say I am a big fan of not having selfie join in. We're losing out on so much damage. Okay, that's more like it. This is what you like to see. Okay. There we go, that's the stuff. Okay. Let the launch memes begin. So he's down to 75% already. There you go. So, I mean, this is kind of only really possible because we have like the green burst pluses on both twins and Jecht here. Okay, so this is a bit sad because we have an LD without a launch attached, which is highly unfortunate. But it is what it is. We kind of have a little bit of a junky turn order going on here. Okay, so let's get the Rapture up again. Good shit. Alright, so now it's time for twins to go into Burst Plus, and that should chunk the health bars down quite considerably. We are of course going to use skill 1 first for the instant break. And then we have an entire summon phase to get through, and then hopefully they should be somewhere near dead. That's the theory. That's what we're going for here. We'll see if it actually pans out. Okay, 1.63 million on the one guy, 1.1 on the other. I'd love to see it. Okay, so this is already going better than the attempt I did off screen because I've got the Jack Call ability on there, which is actually helping out quite a lot with bravery damage as these things decrease in health. But we are running a lot tighter on the race against the orb. That does slightly worry me at this point, but I'm hoping we're going to be okay. So it's been a while since we've been able to do just a pure sort of damage rush strategy, hasn't it, really? Because LUFENIA Plus being, like, you know, the way that it is, it's kind of not really amenable to these sorts of approaches because it just likes to make you suffer. But, you know. I suppose it would be kind of bland if every quest was just like pretty much a straight DPS rush through. I do enjoy some of the ones that make me think a bit harder, but to be honest, it's getting to that point now where I'm just kind of like, well, how do you make it reasonably more challenging without just making it obnoxious? Like, is it even possible? Like, I'm honestly not sure. Okay, so this does absolutely no damage, unfortunately. I mean, what, like, how long is it until we've got, like, the Crystal 90s and, like, the EX, like, the enhanced EX abilities coming up? Let's see, we want to get you down first, my friend. I've got all this turn rate jumping nonsense going on right now, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. Thankfully we're still putting out the numbers. Kind of need to. Okay, fucking hell. Go on, guys, you can do it. We can do the rush down. I believe. Oh, I definitely believe. Look at the HP. Look at the HP left. I absolutely believe. Well, yeah, we're gonna bring it home. Look at this shit. Absolutely stupid. There goes that one. Oh, and I do believe we are finished. Go on then, selfie, bring it home. Friend selfie for the win. Actually, that's a lot more effective than I would have expected, because it allows you to put on like the Decil debuff, and like maybe if you instead of Dark Decil, you can have Faris instead, who puts on like the defense debuffs. But you can just basically have like a fucking like a gopher, right? Like a Trojan horse that you have as your third character, and then just let your damage dealers go crazy. So yeah, that's the orb race. Don't need it. I mean, to be honest, it's a pretty easy orb anyway if you've got characters with range damage. But I wanted to see if I could race it down, and yeah, here we are. So this is my this is the Luffy Plus. This is where we're at now. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one, whenever that one is. So until then, take care and goodbye.